Today we're talking about pit bull puppy exercises. Generally speaking, I'm not talking about just pit bull puppies. I don't care what kind of puppy you got. These 4 exercises can help your puppy get started with exercising their body physically and mentally. Number 1 on my list is a flirt pull. You guys hear me talk about a flirt pull all the time. What a flirt pull does is it helps them build their prey drive and their focus, all while using the full functionality of their bodies. So they're starting to get running and they're starting to figure it out how to efficiently run on all 4s. Pretty much take their first baby steps, especially if you have a very young puppy. But it doesn't matter what the age is. A flirt pole can be used with a fully grown dog. I still use it to this day. But like I said, it helps them build prey drive and focus, and it starts building engagement. And at the same time, you're mentally exercising their brain. Number 2 on the list is simply run and walk with your dog. Get the dog to start engaged with you and start using their running to promote growth of the dog. This helps them build their confidence as well. I suggest you make yourself as a target when they're running towards something so they can build engagement with you. It's almost as if you're teaching them a recall. This is really good to get started with. Also, when you walk, you can add a leash onto there. Obviously, you want your dog on a leash, but this teaches them not to have any reactivities on the leash. You can start building a correct way to walk on the leash as they're a puppy, so they can have a head start when they get older, and there will be no problems once you start at an early phase. Number 3 on my list is play tug. Playing tug can help them build their back legs and front shoulders. Always be careful not to yank out any teeth. This can help build their confidence and focus as well. You're starting to build out a lot of engagement with the dog. Now, obviously, when you play tug, don't go hard with them. You don't want to start, letting them bite and you shake their head rapidly. That's not safe. That's not ideal. But getting them to start using their mouth, start using their bite, and especially if you're starting to go into protection work, this could be very beneficial for you guys. But if you're just a simple puppy owner, let them tug on this. They're not chewing on anything in the furniture. This helps them build exercise physically and mentally. Okay, number 4 on the list is obedience train. Now, obedience train, it's more meant for the mental exercise your dog is going to be getting all their life, okay? So obedience train, sit, down, lay, leave it, come, anything else extra that you want to add on to them. It's important to do this every day. About 15 minutes is what I would shoot for, just because 15 minutes a day will accumulate over time. 15 minutes a day, 2 days, and that's 30 minutes. 3 days, that's 45 minutes. You look over a year's time, then you're gonna have a well-trained obedience dog that will serve a purpose in the long run. And it's great when you have a well-trained dog, but it starts with you exercising their mind from the jump. When they're a puppy, there's no time to get started with training. Day 1, as soon as they're walking to the house, start training. Every day, train, train, train. Mentally, they will build confidence as well. They'll know exactly what you want. As long as you're black and white, there's no shady area, you're not confusing them, and just keep it straight, right from wrong with them. You'll mentally exercise them, and they will be set up for success in the future. Now, I do want to say, some people want to add weights onto their dog. I will wait until they're at least 24 months. They're fully grown most of the time by that age, and then you can start slowly, gradually adding some weights to your dog. That's awesome and all, but what really matters is training your dog physically and mentally. You want their mental health and their mental stability, their temperament on cue. You want them listening to you. I cannot stress that enough. So when you bring your new puppy home, try these 4 exercises. I guarantee you, you will have a better, well-trained dog by the time they're 2 years old if you start now. Also, if you want to get started building engagement with your dog and having fun with them, letting them get exercise within 20 minutes inside the back of your yard, you don't have to go far. Grab a Top Bullies flirt pull. There will be a link in the description. This is one of the best equipment that I've ever came across when it comes to exercising my dog and training them. It's worked wonders for me, and I'm sure it'll work wonders for you as well. Right now, I'm going to show you a few different ways that you could work out your American Bully or Pit Bull. Just like humans, we can actually spot exercise parts of our bodies, like our biceps, our legs, our quads, anything we could do. We can actually do that for dogs too. Now, these are exercises that I'm sure you heard about. But today I'm going to show you a little graph or infographic on which muscles they actually work out for your dog. So keep watching, and hopefully this will help you out build your dog a swole dog. First exercise we're going to start off with is a spring pull. Now what a spring pull is, it's a rope attached to a tree or a beam that's up in the air, and on that rope there's a spring attached to it with the dog toy at the end of it. And what this does is it lets your dog play tug of war with itself. They can have countless hours of fun with this thing. This exercise is really beneficial if you're looking into training your dog to be a guard dog. This really brings out the bite force. It really helps work out the jaw and the neck area and the lower back and underneath the ribs and the back hips. So this is really good. It brings out the drive in the dog. Like I said, they tug on this thing for hours. You don't have to be in the picture, and it really builds that bite force. This is most popular in the bully community and the pit bull. Whoever has, that willingness to build their dog as a guard dog, this is really great, beneficial. Obviously, to get the full muscle growth out of this, you need the right supplements in place and the right diet in place. So if you're considering growing your dog, this is one of the main exercises for you. The sprint and run exercise is very overlooked in my opinion. I know a lot of people like to jog with their dog, but we're not as fast as dogs, and that really doesn't bring out the max exercise that the dogs would like to receive. You really want to tire them out. So what you see on your screen is a flirt pull. And what a flirt pull is, it's a pole with a toy attached to it, and you spin it around in circles and let your bully or your pit bull run after it. This could really get them tired in minutes and could bring a lot of muscle, growth to them. If you do this maybe even 3 times a week, it's really beneficial towards them. We can't keep up with dogs, so this is a real good way to get them to run. We want them to run and sprint. You could play catch with them. You could throw the frisbee if your dog is into that stuff. You could also throw them on the treadmill as well. But dogs don't really like to stay in one place and run on that treadmill forever. They feel kind of like they have to do it. So incorporate some fun when you're working with your dogs. If you want them to have fun and enjoy working out, sprint or a flirt pull is actually something really good you should probably look into. If you have a few dogs and you have a big open field that's controlled, such as no highways or anything around there that's very dangerous to them, you could just let them go at it, man. Just let them sprint, let them open in the field, throw the ball, throw the little tennis ball, throw some frisbees, let them run. They really like that stuff. You get them really tired, and this could also, if you guys didn't know, take out some of the bad habits inside the home if they're starting to develop them. So consider this. It's an obvious one, but it's a very beneficial one. Third exercise, which is one of my favorites, is weight pulling. Now weight pulling for your bully or pit bull could be very, very beneficial. This is literally lifting weights for them, but they're pulling with their whole body, so it works out a big group of muscles. Now you got to be careful when you're starting weight pulling. You want to take it a little bit at a time, a little bit of weight at a time for your dog. You want them to be able to develop the muscles rather than just starting with a big weight load for them. And you got to keep in mind their joints and make sure they don't have like pain, arthritis or anything like that. But if they're good, you feeding them well, you have the right diet in place, the right supplements to recover, weight pulling could be very beneficial. They see a lot of muscle growth out of this, and it really brings the drive out of the dog, especially game dogs, little pit bulls that are just very drivey, can't stay in one place. This is the workout for them. You can find a lot of muscle growth out of this workout. It's always best to do your research before starting this workout. Long walks for your dog can really get that shredded, lean look. You're not going to see a lot of benefits from this right away, but you will see them long term. Your dog will definitely get a lot leaner and a lot more shredded instead of staying isolated inside the home. If you guys' dogs are not getting any walks, this could really bring out the muscles. It could really let them pop. This is an obvious exercise, but it's definitely overlooked just as much as a sprint and run. The long walks could definitely get that muscle showing. Think of it as, humans. What we do is we take it slow. We walk day by day, and eventually we'll see some results. We'll start losing weight, and then it goes same for the dog. The dog will start getting that lean look, and it will start seeing the benefits over a long period of time. Same as humans, so keep that in mind. Now, a lot of dogs
don't like to go swimming, but if you can get your dog to swim, this could also be very beneficial towards them. It really gets their leg muscles popping out and their back muscles to pop out. If we swim, we're going to burn a lot of calories as humans. So if it's really good for us, it's really good for them. A lot of dogs see this is more like a cardio workout for them, and it could really be beneficial. Have you ever went swimming and you felt so exhausted after you were swimming? This is the same for them. Even though it seems like they're just having fun, they're really building that muscle in their bodies. They're getting leaner. And if you take your dog swimming with you, this could be some relationship building as well. You know, let them build trust in you. At the same time, you're building that dog with the Michael Phelps swimming skills. So this is really good for them. For us to have a good diet plan, 80% needs to be diet and 20% needs to be workout. Same applies for the dog. They need to have the right diet plan, such as, let's say, a raw, diet, barf diet, pre-model diet, and the right supplements in place, and 20% is working out. So never overdo your dog. Just like humans, we can't overdo ourselves, and this is what gives you the max muscle growth out of your dog. They stop around 2 years, so that's plenty of times for you to get the diet right.